Hi, hello everybody. Welcome again. We've got Kerstin Brunner now with us. She's about to go on stage for another great session at Tech Jobs Fair Switzerland. So, hello, Kerstin. Welcome. All is good?
Hi, Rita. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And without taking too much time, short introduction. So, Kerstin is a financial coach and advisor at MLP in Germany. She's bringing a somewhat different or new perspective on financial advices, so an holistic approach to it. The topic is what are the benefits of holistic financial advice? And I bet it sounds interesting. And I would like to invite you, Kerstin, to start your presentation. Let's see if that's working, and then the stage will be all yours.
So I share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you can see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I got some hearts. Thank you. Okay, I'm ready. So, hello everyone. It's very exciting to be here for today because it's my first time here. And I want to thank you for the wonderful opportunity. So today I want to introduce my service, Holistic Financial Advice. And I want to talk about three aspects. So first, how did I get the idea to work with internationals and what enables me to provide a holistic approach? The second is, what are the benefits of a holistic financial advice? And the third, what is the most important point for you to know today? And how can you get in contact with me? So the first question is, how did I get the idea to work with internationals and what enables me to provide a holistic approach? So my name is Kerstin Brunner and I work as Senior Financial Advisor in Germany. And all aspects I show you today are valid in other countries like Switzerland, Austria, and other European countries, maybe in a different way. In the beginning, I want to share some aspects about me. So originally, I studied computer science and mechatronics, and I started my career as a woman in technical field. And later on, I had the opportunity to work for an American Australian software company. Here in the role as support engineer, later on as sales engineer, and after that, I got a salesperson. So from my childhood on, I have been a person who is very interested in others. And I try to understand how others feel and in what kind of situation he or she is. And as you can imagine, in software sales, it is not the biggest point to be empathic. This was an important point. Because of that, I try to find a job where I can work with my skills, empathy, and authenticity. And this is why I started my career as financial coach and advisor 3 years ago. My passions are traveling, hiking, and cooking. And these three unite one thing. You want to have a good partner at your side, someone who you trust and would be great to do these things with the same person again and again because you know what you get. The person is, for example, trustworthy, you can rely on this person, and so on. So from the beginning, I provide my service in German and English because it comes naturally for me to speak English. My English speaking customers told me that it is very hard to find a person who is able to support a holistic approach in the financial area. I do have one personal power. So this is mind the gap and take the first step to close it. And this is why I lay my focus on this topic. Support internationals who come to Germany in fields like insurances, investments, retirement planning, because all these fields affect each other. And remember, in a foreign country, business language could be different to English. That means, for example, in Germany, all contracts and conversation is in German. You can imagine how important it is to have an expert on your side who you trust. So I'm familiar with the field engineering and the field finance. So I'm an expert who knows both sides, and this is why I'm qualified to support you on your way to reach your financial goals. As engineer, you are an expert on your special field. So for example, programming, electrical or mechanical design, or other topics. You are the person who can clarify questions and find solutions in your field. It's the same with the financial field. So I want to apply for the financial expert position on your side. The second question I brought is, what are the benefits of a holistic financial advice? So coming from abroad, it could be difficult to clarify all your questions regarding insurances, finances, and other topics, which are automatically connected with your start in another country, in my case, in Germany. Comprehensive financial advice helps you to shape your future independently with an expert at your side. And with me, you have a strong partner who will support you in clarifying all questions which comes up with your start in Germany to create an individual roadmap for your future decisions based on your current life situation. The holistic approach covers knowledge in areas such as banking, insurances, investments, retirement planning, employer benefits, and puts all areas in a context. Working hand in hand with a financial expert gives you more confidence to make financial decisions on your own and more time for things you really like. And as you can see on this slide, there are many topics to talk about and clarify existing questions. There are 4 main points which are very important for my daily work. So first, you will have just one person to build up your unique roadmap with. This eliminates information gaps, and all information that is needed for the progress could be considered. This leads, second, to the wonderful opportunity to build up your unique roadmap based on your current life situation. This helps you to plan your future and to make future decisions. The third part is to stay in contact, share information and planned changes, as well as clarifying questions to existing contracts. And fourth, regular checkups lead to an information flow and a roadmap that is up to date. But start in the beginning. Your topics for today will be get information about the job market, establish new contacts and build up your network, get tips how to apply for a new job, and of course, get a deeper insight into banking, insurances, and employer benefits. But I want to raise awareness that finding a job and clarify the shown aspects is just the first step. This brings me to the question, what is the most important point to know for you today? If you start in a new country, it is often difficult to understand the rules. There are many points you need to understand. And as you go to a doctor, if you are ill, it also makes sense to have an expert on your side who helps you with your financial belongings. Especially you have questions regarding banking, insurances, retirement planning, employer benefits, or investments. When you think about gear wheels, you know that if one wheel gets turned, the others turn as well. And this is the same with financial topics. If I meet a new customer for the first time, we will talk about the current life situation and, of course, about future plans and financial knowledge. For me, as advisor, it is very important to have a relationship on eye level, personal, and background knowledge. With all the information, I'm able to create a financial roadmap which is unique and fits perfect to the future plans of my customer. This gives the customer confidence to make future decisions And as you can see on the left-hand side, there are many topics we can discuss and have a deeper look into it. So, what could be the first step for you in a new country? Finding a bank account or a credit or debit card, learning more about the health insurance system, and you will get the opportunity to participate at employer benefits. But how can you know what is the best way to choose? Right, talk to your financial advisor. He or she will support you and find the right way to go. So what are my main tasks? First of all, it is customer care. In the beginning, I meet my new customers live or online, and we talk about the current situation, the future plans, and about existing contracts. It is very important to know each other and build up a trustful relationship. In the next step, I create a unique financial roadmap. My customers get more confidence to make their own financial decisions. As you know in life, sometimes things change. For me, as financial advisor, it is really important to know about changes in my customer's life, because every change affects decision you made or you will make. What are important changes? So, job change, relocation, marriage, birth, and so on. Something else that could happen is that you have questions regarding contracts or your future plans. I'm happy to talk to the companies and clarify your questions as well to meet you for a checkup. So if you have the following questions in mind, what are the basic types of insurances? What are the benefits of insurances? How does health insurance work? Where can I get a bank account or credit card? Are employer benefits offers suitable for me? And what is the best way to start retirement planning? Yeah, please feel free to contact me. So how can you reach me? First on LinkedIn. On the left-hand side, you'll find a QR code to get directly to my profile. We can then connect and or communicate. On the right-hand side, you do have the second possibility to get in contact with me on my consulting page. There I describe how holistic financial advice works. You can find my contact details and possibility to book an appointment. Please use the QR code on the right-hand side. But I do have a third possibility where you can contact me. And this is on the next slide. On the bottom, on the top right, you can find my email address, and you can book an appointment when using the QR code at a time that fits for you. So it is for free. That means that the first contact do not generate costs, and I will explain how I get paid in our first conversation. So please use the QR code on this page to get directly to my booking page. As information for you, please look for a financial advisor in the land you will take your next career step. In my case, I do provide my service in Germany, but in Switzerland, Austria, and other European countries, you can find colleagues of mine who provide their service in the country you will start. So thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, please let me know.
All right, thank you very much, Kerstin. We're back here for the short Q&A and mention about the polls. Do you want to do it or shall I do it?
Yeah, you can do it, Rita.
So we've got a couple of polls going on. Some people already voted for why should you use a financial advisor, being the possible answers to protect your family, to save money, to keep you on track. And there's another poll, I'm going to show it as well on stage. What is your preferred method of communication? Email, telephonic, or face-to-face? So if, any of you wants to participate as well, remember it's anonymous, so we won't know who said what, if you prefer email or telephone. But yeah, it would be very nice to have your input as well. And now for questions. Let's show on stage the first one. Kerstin, do you see it? Can you suggest the best source of financial advice that can help me in better planning?
Oh, the best source. There are many sources. I think what is really important is that you have. This is what I mentioned in my presentation. That you have a person you trust. It is okay if you go into the internet and you read some articles or find out some more information regarding a topic you are interested in, but it is really important to work together with a financial advisor because he or she knows the best way. So you should be in a active relationship, I will say. So it's really important what I mentioned to know what will be changed in your life, what are the topics you are thinking about, what are your future plans, and based on this, it is possible to make some kind of roadmap. So that means the more the advisor knows, the more you get to your target, I will say. And I think this is the best advice. So it's not all about knowledge, it's also about relationship. Yeah.
Right. And just before we were talking about that and how also a positive mindset helps on that, creating relationships with the people you work for, and maybe also you could shed some light on how to best choose financial consultant. So it should be a person that you have something in common with. And what else would you say, like maybe the two main things that should help you out deciding on?
So I think your stomach should be okay. So you should have a good feeling if you work with the person. And my advice is it is also good to have someone telling you that things could go wrong. So if always everything is very positive, I don't know if it's good, because what Sina told us, you do have sunshine and you do have night.
Right.
Same in finance things. So someone has to look at all the aspects and then find out what is the best way to go. And that could be also, if you do have an idea in your mind and I want to do A, and the advisor says, okay, I got it, but I think the way B would be better because, so the advisor should say why it could be better in this way, and then you can handle it and you can say, okay, I want to choose A or B.
Yeah, it's not all just black or white, right? So it's not very realistic to think that everything and all the time everything is working good or well. So, and like in many other talks in our previous fairs, this is something that comes up, right? You can learn also from less positive events or things, right? So, and stay thinking about the future. So is there anything you would like to add on to wrap this up? We have 1 minute left.
So just if there are questions, write me a message or an email, or you can find me on LinkedIn, and then we can have a conversation regarding your questions. That would be great. I want to say thank you again to have the wonderful opportunity to talk about my field here on the fair. And thank you so much, Rita, for your support. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody. You still have a couple of seconds to participate in the polls before we close the session. So thank you to all of you who already done so. And thank you, Kerstin. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And it's nice to see you there on the other side of the screen somehow with your thumbs up and everything. So please stick around for the next talks and enjoy the event. Bye-bye, everybody.